Darth Sion, the Sith Lord who refused to die. There are many Sith Lords in the history of the galaxy. Some ruled with cunning, others with sheer power, but none embodied pain and hatred like Darth Sion, the Lord of Pain. Darth Sion was not born into greatness. He was a broken warrior, a man who should have died countless times, but instead found strength in suffering. His body was shattered, his bones fractured, his flesh torn apart, yet he did not die. Every wound, every scar, every moment of agony only made him stronger. He learned to embrace his pain, to make it his weapon. Through sheer will, he refused to fall. His story began in the era of the Old Republic, during a time when the Sith were shattered and in hiding. He fought in many battles, but each one left him closer to death. Then he discovered a terrible truth. Through the dark side, he could hold himself together, keeping his failing body alive through pure hatred and the Force itself. He became something unnatural, something unkillable. Every time he fell, he rose again. Every death only fueled his hatred. In time, he was discovered by Darth Sion, a Sith Lord with a vision of vengeance against the Jedi. She saw his potential, his unbreakable nature, and she taught him how to truly master his suffering. Together with another apprentice, Darth Nihilus, they formed the Sith Triumvirate, a dark alliance dedicated to eradicating the Jedi once and for all. But Sion was not like Nihilus. Where Nihilus was a phantom, a being of hunger and silence, Sion was raw, violent, and relentless. He hunted Jedi across the galaxy, cutting them down one by one. He did not care for grand plans or strategy. He was a storm of brutality, a force of nature that could not be stopped. Jedi learned to fear his name, because even if they defeated him, even if they struck him down, he would always return. Yet, for all his power, he was still a slave to pain, a slave to the dark side, a slave to his own hatred. He had survived countless deaths, but at what cost? His body was failing, his mind was fractured. And when his master, Darth Sion, betrayed him, the cracks in his soul only deepened. In the end, his fate was sealed by a Jedi unlike any other. The Jedi exile, a warrior who had also suffered, who had also endured, but who had chosen a different path. When the two finally faced each other, Sion did what he had always done. He fought. Blow after blow, he struck. And each time he fell, he forced himself to rise again. But the exile did not just fight him with a lightsaber. They fought him with words. They showed him the truth, that his strength was not his own, that he was not truly living, only existing in an endless cycle of pain and resurrection, that his suffering would never end unless he chose to let go. For the first time, Darth Sion hesitated. For the first time, he saw his own weakness. And in that moment, he made his final choice. He let go. His broken body could no longer sustain itself. The dark side that had held him together for so long abandoned him. And at last, the Lord of Pain knew peace. Darth Sion was a monster, a warrior who defied death itself. But his story is a warning that the dark side feeds on pain, that it offers power, but never peace, and that even the strongest warriors must one day face the truth or be consumed by it.